Good evening. My name is Shirley Ann Smith. I am the Executive Director of the Atlanta Fire Rescue Foundation. Welcome to the 2017 Atlanta Fire Rescue Department Pinning and Promotional Ceremony. For this evening, I have the most amazing privilege to introduce our MC for this evening, Ms. Taisha Fernandez. And Ms. Taisha, while she is a WSB-TV reporter, she has become a lifelong friend and partner of the Atlanta Fire Rescue Department. And when she is not on scene reporting the amazing work of our members, she is definitely participating in every single ceremony AFRD has. And I almost joked with her earlier today. I said, we need to just make you the appointed City of Atlanta MC. So if you would all help me in welcoming Ms. Taisha Fernandez for this evening.
Thank you. Good evening. I was telling Shirley we got to come up with a different intro because you're probably getting bored with the same old bio that she was reading all the other times I emceed, but so glad to be here tonight. When I was asked to do this, I switched my schedule around so that I could do this, and I know that this is the first time that you have done the pinning and promotional ceremony in this kind of place with a formal dinner and all of your family here at the Hilton, so I'm so excited to be here. All right, so has everybody parked in the right place? You just want to make sure so there are no problems. Because if you want to exit the ceremony early tonight, this is going to end around 8 o'clock. It's kind of like the church thing where they're not going to open the gates to the parking lot for a certain time. So you're going to have to get a ticket from, I would think you would go to the people here at the front desk, and she's waving her hand, so I'm sure you can find her right here waving her hand if you need to leave early. But I know none of you want to leave early, right? You want to stay here and get every last bit of this evening, right? Okay. So of course we're going to have promotions, but we just want to thank everyone for coming to recognize all of the civilians, lieutenants, sergeants, chiefs who are going to be recognized tonight. And we're going to eat, of course. There's a buffet style. You're going to be called by table. We'll get to that in just a minute. We're going to have some order there. There's a photo area outside of this room here. We want to make sure everybody gets a photo. You'll get it later. But just make sure you take pictures with all your family and friends here tonight. And the restrooms are also right outside this door to my left. So first I'm going to welcome Chaplain Johns up here, who is going to give our invocation for the night. He always starts the evening off with a blessing.
Bow your heads before a moment of prayer. Fathers, once again we come before you, giving you honor and praise for this evening. Thank you, Father God, for everyone here under the sound of my voice. We thank you, Father God, for this time of celebration. We pray, Lord, for a spirit of soberness to come over all of these that are being elevated. A mindset that to whom much is given, Lord, is much also required. Help them, Father God, in their destiny. We ask that you surround them with your love, comfort them, Lord God, bless their families, Lord God, as they support them. We thank you, Father, for all that you're doing in the lives of your people. For it's in the mighty name of Jesus we pray. Amen. Amen.
Next, we're going to have the honor guard, the presentation of colors. If you could make your way up to the stage. And while they're doing that, there's some special thanks going out to the Hotel Hilton Atlanta Airport catering manager, Sedona Wilcox, the photographer for the night, Heritage Photography, Rusty Rice, and the honor guard is here, so I'm going to step back.
Oh, for the national anthem. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, Mr. Lewis Bell, for that chilling, goosebump-giving version of the national anthem. All right, so now I have the pleasure of introducing Chief Baker. Don't get too comfortable there. He's coming on up to give us a formal welcome. I can't even tell you how many times I've introduced you now. Come on up.
Well, good evening, everyone. Good evening. Before I give my formal welcome, I just want to take time out and really thank our mayor, our honorable mayor, Mayor Cassini Reed, and the entire cabinet for all the support they have given the Atlanta Fire and Rescue Department over the many years of his tenure. So you all would just pause and join me in thanking the mayor. I'm going to have Dan Gordon come up in a little bit to say a few words. But those lights flashing on and off let me know that the time is running short. I just got up here. Fire Chief Carter, I want to thank you. Will you please stand, sir? I want to thank you for coming in. And for all of the retired, sworn and non-sworn members of the Atlanta Fire Rescue Department, will you please stand and be recognized? It is indeed an honor to have your retired retirees to come back and take time out and celebrate with you for this event as well. Let me say that on behalf of our executive leadership team. But even before I go there, let me thank the family who came out. Although your loved ones are the ones that are being pinned tonight, they could not have been pinned if it wasn't for you, giving them time to study, giving them time to work on their craft, watching the baby when the baby needs to be watched, and just putting up with their moody ways. So for all those who have been promoted, applaud your family for doing this work. So on behalf of the executive leadership team, I thank each of you for making the time and sacrifice to be here. I'm not just speaking about your presence here today at this pinning ceremony. I'm speaking about your continual commitment to show up for each shift on time, prepared and ready to leave it all on the line. Economics uncertainty has called all of us to do more with less resources. Internal infighting within our family centered around equitable pay, promotion, and compensation has impacted our working relationship. Climate changes and the increased potential for active shooters and domestic terrorist incident has called many of us to question. To question, is it worth it? Is it worth it to come to work today? Yet each day you say yes to the call for service. Each day you say yes to putting yourself in harm's way. I stand before you today to let you know that your energy and effort has not been in vain. Atlanta Fire Rescue is rising. We are turning a pivotal corner in our history. This year, our Honorable Mayor, Mayor Christine Reed, and the Atlanta City Council approved and signed into law a measure that raised firefighter pay. I don't know about y'all, I'm gonna walk back. It has provided financial incentive for professional certification. And I thank our executive team and as well as local union president 134 Paul Gertis, will you please stand? As well as progressive of Atlanta firefighter president Simon, will you please stand? For your effort, I salute you too for all your support in helping us with our mission and vision, Atlanta Fire Rescue. Let's get those two. Because you can never make big and bold plays alone. Our ability to keep pushing forward rests in our power to cultivate and to harness effective leadership. Dr. John Maxwell reminds us that leadership is not about titles, position, flow chart. Does it make a difference if you have EFO, CFO, or EIO? I am your name. He says leadership is about one life influencing another. So how do you plan to use your life to influence those in your spheres of influence? I've been around long enough to discover that whatever your mind focuses on, it will grow. So I try to focus on the good. If there is no good where I am, I get out of there and go to a place where I can create good. I may be a man of little knowledge, but what I know for sure is that what we think in our mind and what we speak from our mouths matter. So do you think and speak like a conqueror or a champion? Or do you think and speak from a place of loss and defeat? I call that stinking thinking when you're speaking of defeat and losses. As sergeants, lieutenants, captains, and chief officers, you can and you will create change. You may ask, well, how can I do that? I can write in the SOPs. No, but the SOP was written from your peers to help us reach our mission and vision. So are you involved in the process? Did you or do you encourage those members who share your perspective and values to serve on those various committees? They often say, and this is the only time you can believe what them and they say. After tonight, no more them and they. But they often say to acquire something you never had, you must do something you never done. Our member possesses a solution to address many of the challenges and growth opportunities before us. One of our roles as officers is to foster an environment that will allow us those solutions and ideas to take flight. So in closing, be the change you want to see, and you will see how the energy shifts in your station and your various work assignment. Be proud of the work you put in to earn your promotion or your appointment. You come, we come, all of us come too far to turn back now. So will you please join me as we introduce the song and present to others Dan Gordon, one of our biggest advocates. He almost, if he wasn't the CO, he'll be a firefighter. Dan, will you please come up and share some words from your office, please, on behalf of the city and on behalf of the mayor, on behalf of your office. So please join me in welcoming Dan Gordon.
Begin by letting you know what the future thinks about all of you. My daughters wanted to come tonight, and Macy offered to represent the family.
Good evening. I came tonight to tell you all that you're all my heroes. Thank you.
It's a little secret. Don't tell Chief Labat or Chief Shields. Fire department is the favorite, so be a little careful. I'll be a little brief because you have an amazing chief, and I can't thank Chief Baker enough for the leadership, the decision-making, Chief Slaughter, and all the chiefs. I'm sorry I can't name everyone, but the intention is to let you know, all of you on the command staff, the leadership that you have shown, especially in the last 2 years, since I've had the privilege of being the CEO of the city, has really saved lives, and I think affected the city in a way that is truly international, not just national. So I want to thank you, Chief, in person, Chief Slaughter, and all the other chiefs. If you could just stand for a moment, because it does start at the top. Those who know me know I have no interest in running for mayor or city council or anything. I'm an execution guy. I like to get things done and make an impact. That's what drives me. And I just wanted to take 3 to 4 minutes. I will not be long, but it will be heartfelt. I believe you measure a leader on 2 things: the results that they get and the integrity they use to get there. And secondly, the main message I want you to take tonight, because you know about the first one already, it's how many people you promote under your watch. Tonight, I'm pleased to see a good percentage of the 250 men and women that we're able to promote, not because it was given to you, I promise you that, but because you chose to take the proactive measures, and the family supported you to put that extra time in, and you had that heart to better yourselves. That does not stop tonight, that continues tonight. And I am asking you to look at my children, I'm asking you to look at these amazing recruits around you in the room and let you know they're watching. In fact, statistics show that you learn more from those around you than your professor in school. In fact, roughly 2/3 of what you learn is from those around you. So I'm asking you to put character at the top of that list and to let you know that you talking to those recruits and helping them through the school, or you helping those recruits to continue their careers with AFRD will truly mean a difference to our city. And I want to let you know how much we truly appreciate you. I also wanted to let you know what an honor it was, and I did not go in the Oval Office. I was not the hero that day. But I know several of you were able to, and you represented the whole department well. But to work so well intergovernmentally and as a team, to make such incredible on-the-spot decisions with that 85 bridge collapse, to put the Atlanta on the world stage in a way that I haven't seen since the Olympics, truly. I just want to recognize you all. But let me tell you, there's more to it. And yes, we made sure Fire got those machine gun grade vests. And yes, we made sure Fire's getting more equipment. But the strategic placement along the Peachtree Road race right now, to have folks at the end, and Dr. Kennedy, and what you did to save a person's life, because you were there in seconds, not minutes, and that's what matters, truly saved a life, and I want to recognize all of you, and that's the biggest 10K in the country. So these extra operational decisions and plans are saving lives, and the other message I leave you with is every second counts, not every minute. And I've seen it consistently across, thanks to Chief Baker's leadership and the battalion chiefs, a consistent reduction in show-up time and turnout time, and that's tough. That takes a continued push, and I need you to keep at it, because we're seeing those results, and that, again, is saving lives. So, AFRD, you got a special place in my heart. I did Citizens Fire Academy and learned from some of the finest retired gentlemen that have been recognized here. I've even driven a ladder truck, and that's a little scary. I don't know how you do that on 85. I did that in the parking lot. But what you do is tough. I really respect it, and I can't thank you enough for being firefighters in this city. We need you, we're growing, and we have a really bright future ahead. And let's keep on bringing everyone up with us. God bless you.
Thank you so much for those uplifting words. All right, so dinner. They say dinner's going to start now. So we're going to do this by table. Back up a little bit. We're going to start with table number 1, and I believe the servers are going to keep this flowing. But it's going to go table 1, table 2, table 3, out to the buffet, and we're going to try to do this as quickly and as orderly as we possibly can. You guys ready for dinner? All right. Someone's ready back there. So there's 5 buffet stations right outside the door here. Everything you need. And I'm just making sure I'm not supposed to call anyone up here before dinner, but I believe I'm not. We're just going to go into dinner, so enjoy.
So.
Oh, you're fine. It's perfect.
Butter. I already got
butter. Give me more butter.
Mommy, where do we go now?
Hold on to your plate, ain't hold it tight.
I feel honored. I feel very honored. So thank you for asking me to do this and to be able to speak to those that I admire and that I truly appreciate. As I look around this room, I see friends, I see classmates from high school, from Benjamin Elijah Mays High School, and I see friends and frat brothers and everything. And so I'm definitely honored. I am currently the youngest current city council member and the newest one, the only one that's on this council that hasn't been on this council before. And I've learned a few things in this short amount of time, and they both have to do about dinner. So one of them is that whether you speak before the chicken is served or after the chicken is served, you better be quick, right? Before or after, the rules still apply. Your speech gotta be quick. If you speak before the chicken, everybody looking at you like, hurry up, I'm hungry. If you speak after the chicken, everybody wants you to hurry up because they might start nodding off on you, right? Because they got stuff to do. So I'm gonna try to be three things today. I'm gonna be sincere, I'm gonna be brief, and then I'm gonna be seated. All right? So, as mentioned, my name is Andre Dickens. I'm your at-large Post 3 City Council member. I'm born and bred in Atlanta, schooled in Atlanta Public Schools. My sister, my mother, all of us are APS products. And for 43 years, AFRD has been my fire department. You have protected me my whole life. And for all my daughter's life, 12 years. And my wife, she moved here in 2002, so 15 years of her life have been under the protection of this department and these wonderful individuals and this leadership and this code. And so I just thank you for that. When we were on Atlanta Streets Alive just maybe a month ago, going up and down Howell Mill in Marietta, firefighters put air in my tire of my bicycle, in my wife's bicycle, and my daughter's bicycle. When I vote at a fire station, right? The point I'm making here is that the rescue, at this rescue and pinning and promotional ceremony, is that you are more than just rescuing women, men, children, pets, and properties. You are also something as simple as a refuge, a place where people can go to put air in their tires, to help with their car seat, for a place for me to vote, and a number of things. You are pillars in the community. When I see you in Kroger, I see you going in there, and everybody just is proud of you, and just thankful for your service. And everybody's very much attentive to your needs and think about you as they know that you are constantly thinking about Atlanta in which you serve. Since I arrived on council almost 4 years ago, and during my time this year as the public safety chair, I've learned a lot quickly. I've sat with Chief Baker and the union members and numerous firefighters, and in that time I've gained some understanding of what exactly you do. Last time I spoke to you all was at the fire memorial service, and that was a few months back. And I said I didn't know the full depth of your job and this complex job that you have, and that takes time. Well, in that time, I've done some research. Of the 1,100 sworn and civilian members at our 36 fire stations, you responded to over 100,000 calls for service each year. 100,000 calls. Ooh, that is a lot of calls. That's a lot. You ought to give yourselves a hand, and we ought to thank you for that. Wow, 100,000. In my Mays High math, that works out to about 2,000 calls per week. That's a lot of times to have your heart rate jump and your adrenaline go, and for all the bells and whistles to line up for you to do your job according to standard, and to be able to look out for your brother and your sister on your left and on your right, to be able to get it right and to do it with attention to detail and with care for the person on the other end 100,000 times. That is nothing to sneeze at, nothing to take for granted. We thank you dearly for that. The 250 plus members in this department have been promoted over the last 5 years, and that's what we're here to celebrate today. About 250 plus individuals being pinned in this time. Approximately 130 of those members are going to get it today, I've heard. And they are on today's program. Since 1851 as volunteers and 1882 as paid staff, you have been saving property and lives for the city of Atlanta. Again, though I don't know all the details, I do know the dedication. I do appreciate the courage. I do see the bravery, and I feel the passion and love for this city and its people. I hear from our cities about the comfort that you provide them when you are out and about doing your work. This is demonstrated today and every day, but of course this year we've had experiences with the I-85 bridge collapse that cannot be understated enough, that your tremendous show of bravery and ability and skill and even chemistry and just everything that you did on that day, that's a wonderful testament to who you are. Also your water rescue, Swift Water 11 team, fire rescue, individual, and incredible save rate that you have for patients experiencing cardiac emergency. There's a quote by a gentleman named John A. Shedd, and it says, ships are safe in harbor, but that's not what ships are made for, right? So the ships are built to go out, to do something, to bring something back, to discover, to provide something, to rescue, to do something. The fire department is symbolic of that quote. You are all ships that don't just sit safely in harbor waiting for something to happen. No, you are ships that go out into danger and look out for others, like citizens, property, while making sure that you and your colleagues return back safely yourself. You are all ships that go out and coming back for purposes that only you can do for Atlanta. I've personally seen you in action as you bring your care in an emergency situation for a senior in my family. I started the process of trying to help this individual based on training that I've seen from you, actually, at a festival where you were training people how to do CPR. And I was doing the CPR, and then you guys came in right on time and moved me out of the way and actually did a better job, a much better job. He's more like my great uncle. When he came out of it, he was like, Dre, you were trying to crack my ribs. I was not trying to crack your ribs, I was trying to keep you alive. But yes, I might have went too far. He's still alive today. He's still alive today. And approaching 80 years old, that was just 4 years ago. And I'm thankful for y'all, that I get to see my relative again, and I know that it's done in part because of your attention to him. Unlike most other professions, firefighters are roommates at times, and your roles are dependent on each another. One does this while the other does that. One goes here while the other goes there. At the same time and under the same extreme conditions. You do all that to save lives. You are a very, very special group. You have a special call. When there is danger, you run towards it. You willingly put your lives on the line for citizens of this city. Your families and friends that are gathered here today, they share in that call to service. Thank you. Thank you all for that service, and thank you for those sacrifices. The city doesn't take that lightly. And that's why over the past couple of years, the city has completed upgrades at several fire stations. And some of that is through the Renew Atlanta Fund, and some of that is through our general fund dollars, some kitchens, and bathrooms, roofs, windows, and some HVAC upgrades. All of these were definitely much needed repairs, making them safer and cleaner and even ADA compliant for our visitors that may come to the fire station. And we respect the fact that you spend so much time there, and going forward, I think that we are going to continue to do an even better job of making sure that you are in a tighter building with better equipment, etc., that you deserve that. And we've even built are in the process of building 2 new fire stations. We built one, and we're in the process of finishing another. And we added, as you mentioned, a pay increase this year in the FY18 budget that passed 2 months ago. But of course, we do need to have more support for our fire department. I've had a few of you talk to me about potential changes in the elected leadership that's coming up. We all are like, uh-oh.
Who talked to you?
None of them, I was talking about the staff here at the Hilton. they listening too. Yeah, none of y'all was talking about that. Should have crossed that line out. See, and we're gonna have a new mayor, new city council president, a number of new council members, minus this one. I think, I hope, pray, knock on wood, I'll still be here. And new school board, county elected officials, lots going on, as my grandma used to say. Whole lot of things going on, a lot of change. But the good news is that the fire department is never up for re-election, right? We need you, we gotta have you, and we're gonna look you square in your eyes and tell you that. We thankfully appreciate your service. And we want to be there for you as you have been there for us. And the public has spoken that they love this fire department. And that we still need to support this fire department more. We all see how the city is growing. They're adding new residents each day. The city is becoming more diverse by the minute. Housing and businesses are popping up everywhere, making it hard for y'all to drive down these really tight streets, right? I hear y'all. We are a model city for this nation. And that should be reflected on how we treat our firefighters. And we're committed to continue to push for more and for you like we did this year. Not only in salary and benefits, but in the rest of your lives as well. That's why we're pushing for affordable workforce housing, so that if individuals want to live in the city that they serve in, that they can have the opportunity to live within the city limits of Atlanta. And that's because it costs you an arm and a leg right now. And so, I'll close with this. I had the honor of speaking before you when we memorialized your fallen brothers and sisters. And it brings me great joy right now to stand before you just to say thank you. Just to say we appreciate you on behalf of all the citizens and businesses and everyone in the city of Atlanta. We thank you. I am humbled to think of the service and sacrifices that you make each and every day. You are the bravest that I know, and I'm proud to work with each and every one of you. So we thank you, and God bless you for all the service that you provide.
Thank you, Councilman Dickens, for that wonderful speech. Okay, now it's time for the pinning and promotional acknowledgments, and we can have some help coming up here, because we've got a lot of names to call. You'll be called to stand according to your table number from the lowest to the highest rank, and then you're asked to stand at the left of the stage. This left, your left. As we call up the next group as well, and you'll accept you give your name card to Shirley Ann here, and then I'll call your name, and we'll just get on it. So when I call your name, just make your way up here to this side of the stage, okay? All right, so the first group is going to be table number 5. It's the group of civilians. If you could grab your name card and make your way up here, table number 5. Where are you? I don't see anybody standing yet. There we go. Come on up. Okay, so when I call your name, just come up here on the stage, spread out a little bit, and Chief is going to have some words for each group. All right, Keisha Baytop. All our first civilian promotion. Okay, our next civilian, Lee T. Bowie. Miss Kyla Haley. And Dr. Arkla Napa. Okay, so our second group, I want the sergeants at tables 21, 22, 23, and 24. Grab your name card and make your way up here. These are the first group of sergeants, and while they're making their way up here, I'll do some more of my thank yous. The photographer for the evening, Heritage Photography, Rusty Rice, running around here getting all the money shots of the evening. Thank you. Of course, the Atlanta Fire Rescue Foundation for everything that it does. The singer, Louis Bell. Remember he was giving us those chills at the beginning? Thank you. The Atlanta Fire Rescue Training Center recruits and volunteers who've been helping throughout the evening. And I'll save some other thank yous as this first group of sergeants has made their way up. And when I call your name, just come across the stage.
Just thought that's why you first step. Make sure I stay on point. Let me explain something about the sergeant rank. The sergeant, they are members. The members being appointed to this rank will have a dual responsibility to the organization. First, they will be relied upon to safely operate and transport our firefighters to and from various locations for various reasons, both emergency and non-emergency. Secondly, they will be responsible for acting as the officer in charge at time when the regular assigned officer is not present. The sergeant has a lot of responsibility for that. We are truly thankful.
Okay, without further ado, Sergeant Antonio Victoria. Congratulations. Sergeant Patrick Flanders. It's okay to get other names. Sergeant David Flashner. Sergeant Mark George. Sergeant Luke Howard. Sergeant Tyrone Holmes. Sergeant William Eber. Eber, I said it right the first time. There we go. All right, and Sergeant Alvin Rashad. Congratulations to all of these sergeants. Okay, I need my first group of lieutenants, and there's a lot of you. So the first group, tables 7, 30, and 31, if you could grab your name cards and make your way up to the stage.
And as they're making their way up to the stage, the members being promoted to this rank are receiving their very first bugle. Traditionally in the fire service, members will escalate in authority and were granted more bugles in order to summon more troops or firefighters to fight the fires. This is the first officer rank within the Atlanta Fire Rescue Department. The members will be responsible for providing first level supervision to our firefighters and to our sergeants. Congratulations, Lieutenants.
All right, Lieutenant Winston Bowers. Lieutenant Michael Boyce. Lieutenant Jonathan Carter. Lieutenant Buck Broderick. They're cheering each other on up here. I need a little bit more from you guys. You know what I mean? Lieutenant Nathan Bailey. Lieutenant Tajik Bao. Yes, this family is here. And I hope they're cheering also because I said his name correctly. Not really? Oh, I'm sorry, her name. See, my back's turned. I'm trying to be... I almost got it right. Okay. No. Lieutenant Taman Abutta. Congratulations to him. I gotta turn around and look more. I missed the only female up here. Wow. Okay, the next set of lieutenants. Tables 32, 33, and 34. You could grab your name cards and make your way up. We'll do a couple more thank yous. The Atlanta Fire Rescue Planning Committee. Thank you for everything you've done this year. Okay, our second group of lieutenants. All right, we'll start with Lieutenant Adolphus Henderson. Lieutenant Rodney Cofield. Lieutenant Cheryl Chapman. Lieutenant James Johnson. Next we have Lieutenant Morgan Johnson. Lieutenant Christopher Martin. Next we have Lieutenant Cedric Langford Sr. Lieutenant Adolphus, did I already call that name? I did. Shannon Lester. Our next group of lieutenants are at tables 35, 36, and 37. Grab your name cards. I think I have a couple more thank yous. Thank you to all the dignitaries who were inclusive in this program tonight, and those who assisted with the ceremony. Thank you to all of you. Yeah, and the next table of lieutenants, if you could just get ready now so we can make this move along a little faster. You are tables 38, 39, and 40. So even if well, there's not much room for you to wait, but just be ready as the last one makes their way across the stage, okay? All right, Lieutenant Michael McLaughlin. Lieutenant Lonnie Richards. Lieutenant Latia Posey. Lieutenant Lemuel Mullins. Lieutenant Carrie Perdue. Lieutenant John Rhodes. Lieutenant Cameron Mitchell. And Lieutenant Matthew Goff. The tables 38, 39, and 40 can make their way up now, please. And is everyone taking their picture out here? Because it's a really serious production. So make sure you go out here, take a left, be ready for your prom poses. Because it's all going to a very special place and you don't want to be left out of the photo op. I even did mine. Okay, Lieutenant Terrence Simon. Lieutenant Christopher Robbins. Lieutenant John Robb. Lieutenant Michael Roman. Lieutenant Zachary Spears. Lieutenant Deidre Smith. Hey, I haven't seen your test scores. I don't know if you're quite a lieutenant yet. Lieutenant Carrie Richardson. All right, and we have Lieutenant Bobby Stewart. And we have a little guy here who said he wants to join AFRD right now. All right, I'm sorry, the next table I should have told you, 41, 42, 43. Or is that who we just had? 44, 45, 46? That's the next one. Yes. I'm jumping in. There's a lot of lieutenants. We have 2 more tables left. So everyone will get pinned by their family members at their tables when we're all done calling everyone's promotions. That's pretty special. I like what someone said earlier about your family is definitely helping you get to the points that you're getting, and I know a lot of times they don't get the recognition, and that's why we're doing nights like tonight. And like the councilman said, you know, AFRD hasn't done something like this in this fashion in a long time, so it's just really wonderful to have your families pin you tonight. Okay. All right, Lieutenant Herschel Young, Jr. Lieutenant Barry Strait. Lieutenant Jeremy Wyckoff. Lieutenant Craig Dowd. Oh, take your picture, take your picture. I'm not pausing for no reason here. I'm giving you your photo op. Lieutenant Charlotte Miss Dennis. Lieutenant Ahmad Wright. Under a lot of pressure about these names. All right, Lieutenant Mario Dabney. And Lieutenant Michael Weber. And table 44, 45, and 46, come on up. This is our final group of lieutenants getting promoted this evening. And from here, we'll move on to captains, battalion chiefs, assistant chiefs, and deputy chiefs. Okay. All right, Lieutenant Paul Gertis. Lieutenant Daniel Dwyer. Lieutenant Eric Evans. Lieutenant Kenton Green. Lieutenant Dwight Christopher Harris. Lieutenant Jack Harper. Lieutenant Ricky Hall. Lieutenant Darrell Hall. And Lieutenant Norris Gresham. The tables 8, 9, and 10 for our first group of captains. Come on up.
The members being promoted into this rank are receiving a second Beagle. They have proven that they are capable of supervising firefighters and sergeants, as well as lieutenants, and they are now going to be responsible for more members. In most cases, captains are the officer in charge of a single fire station. A few will be assigned to provide supervision and management for various sections within the Atlanta Fire Rescue Department. Congratulations, captains.
Okay, our first captain, Matthew Driver. Captain Harold Arnold Jr. Captain Carlos Barr. Is that a cue noise? I'm not sure which noise that is. Yes? Cues? Oh, Marines, okay.
They're making push-ups.
Captain Claude Person. Captain Deontay Greer. Captain Arzel Bostic. Captain Jerry DeBerry. And the last two is a first for me. It's a husband and wife. So you know who I'm calling first. Captain Teresa Cummings. Captain Dietrich. Oh, we're not done. She's not done. Okay. Captain Dietrich Cummings. The real question is who's the captain? So who's the first captain? I know that's right. Congratulations. All right, the next group of captains at table 11, 12, and 13. You could make your way up. After that, it'll be tables 14, 15, and 16. Okay, Captain Brian Garner. Captain Larry Gilliam. Captain Thomas Franklin Jr. Captain Guillermo Escobar. I'm getting good at these names. Captain Michael Williams. Captain Ron Harvey. I was going to try to guess it. Captain Athalia Herndon. This next captain's a little personal for me, so many of you know this already, but I was volunteering, teaching Zumba to police and fire for an entire year. And this guy right here, let me tell you, he's in the front row every time. And he is really good, and even would tell me to move over so he could teach. So let's congratulate Captain Kenyatta Joseph Sr. AKA Zumba King. He didn't know I was going to embarrass him, so I didn't want to warn him at all. All right, so our next group, tables 14, 15, and 16. And after that, just so you can get ready, tables 17, 18, 19, and 20. Yeah, so tables 17, 18, 19, and 20, can you just grab your name card and start making your way up? And this is the last two groups of captains before we move on to battalion and section chiefs. And Shirley Ann and I are planning a Zumba fundraiser in case you missed out on all the fun. So just get ready for that. It's going to be a good time. All right, Captain Norman Miller. Captain Scott Powell. Captain Eric Cave. Okay, the next captain is trying to write his own notes on his note cards. He told me to tell everybody to stand, please, but you don't have to. Captain Cecil Level. Trying to get me in trouble up here. No one else. I don't tell anyone to stand for anyone else. Okay, Captain Kendali Mitchell. Kendall. That's what we get for letting them hold these name cards before they come up here, right? Captain Jason McLean. Captain Michael Anderson. And as I get ready to call the next group of captains up, can the battalion and section chiefs, table 3 and 6, just to make your way up here. All right, last group of captains, Captain Delonte Quarterman. Yes. Captain Nipsey Thomas. Captain Tarani Thomas. Thomas. Tarani, I mean, come on, how many? Captain Chadrick Thomas. Captain Captain William Simmons. Captain Jairus Porter. All right, Captain Truman Oding. Yes! I wish we had a mic on her when she did that. Yes. Captain Isaac Robinson. We need more of that. Any shout outs we want to do, let's do it now. All right, Captain Gary Robb. And Captain Royce Turner.
It's been a captain so long, I tell you. Outstanding job. Good job, Captain. All right. Blaming on the first deputy. Battalion or section chief. The members been appointed into this rank are crossing their duties. They are the first level of chiefs in the chief officer rank. In most cases, they will be responsible for providing leadership and management over a geographical area of the city, which typically include 5 or 6 fire stations. A few will be responsible for managing specific functions within the Atlanta Fire Rescue Department. They are an appointed extension of the fire chief. Congratulations, battalion.
And our first section chief is Greg Gray. Battalion Chief Dwayne Johnson Sr. Section Chief Jimmy Giddens. And Section Chief Ezra Robinson. Will the assistant chiefs, tables 2 and 4, make your way up as Chief Baker has some words for you.
As the assistant chiefs are making their way up, the members being appointed to the rank have proven that they can lead at a proficient level required as a chief officer. 3 buglers represent equal responsibility for incident management, administration, and human resource management. Typically, these members will be responsible for leading an entire shift of firefighters, which include all fire stations, in every battalion on any given day. A few will be assigned high-level leadership and management over specific functions within the organization. The assistant chief is the first level of executive leadership. Congratulations, assistant chiefs.
All right, Assistant Chief Bryant Tate. Assistant Chief Marion McDaniel. Yes, get your Assistant Chief Alan Burton Sr. I'm not so sure he's going to do the same pose. Assistant Chief Richard Hurd. And for our final table of promotions, Deputy Chiefs at tables 3 and 4.
The members being appointed into this rank of Deputy Chief are receiving 4 beagles. The 4 beagles represent equal responsibilities for incident management, administration, human resource management, and serving as a liaison for the fire chief. These members will be over an entire division of labor. The 5 divisional labor includes field operation, emergency medical service, airport operation, technical service, and support services. Congratulations, Deputy Chief.
All right, Deputy Chief Julian Bundridge. Deputy Chief Kevin Ware. And Deputy Chief Chad Jones.
I'm just thinking as I have some read about the member being appointed into position serves second in command of the organization. Chief Slaughter has proven that he is capable of providing leadership at the highest executive level within Atlanta Fire Rescue Department. This member is responsible for all day-to-day operations throughout the entire organization and serve as proxy for the fire chief whenever necessary. You all should really thank him, because he really do a good job keeping me where he need to keep me.
I've had the pleasure to meet this gentleman at previous events before. Today I had the chance to sit down with his family. I want to welcome up First Deputy Randall Slaughter. Mics on some of these tables. This is so much fun. As Chief Baker gets ready to give his final remarks, be thinking about who at your table, which family member is going to pin you when we all stand up and pin. I know who's pinning at this table over here. Definitely Grandma needs to be pinning. But be thinking about who's going to actually pin you.
We interrupt this program for something special. We have an award here for Chief Joel Baker. And it reads, "You are an essential part of the team." And this is presented to Chief Joel G. Baker, Distinguished Fire Chief of the Atlanta Fire Rescue Department, appointed June 2015. So you are being celebrated today too. And we congratulate you, everyone. Let's congratulate our chief. I'm just going to say a few brief remarks about Chief Chief Joel Baker. This is leadership and commitment and just attention to detail at its finest. You are a wonderful person to work with. You are an outstanding leader. I tip my hat to you. I watch you. I want to learn from you. And we thank you on behalf of the citizens of Atlanta, the city council, even the mayor, Dan Gordon and I talked about it. We thank you. We thank you for all that you do to lead these men and women of bravery throughout our city. And I was thinking of an example. And examples will get you in trouble. But I was thinking of an example. And so when I was growing up learning about cars, there's 3 types of cars that always caught my attention. And it kind of describes different types of leadership. So you kind of got the car I loved was a Mustang 5.0. I liked it in color red. It was fast. It was flashy. It could get there. Got all the attention. That's the style of leadership some people take. Fast, flashy, get it done. You know, grab all the attention. Then I used to like the real big monster trucks. Right? So you had these big trucks, like big Ford, 350s, 450s, or what have you. They growled and made a lot of noise. They got to where they were going. You knew they were in command. They pushed you off the road. They were in control. They were strong and they were burly and they were determined. And that's another form of leadership, strong and determined. And then there was the Cadillac Sedan DeVille. You knew it had a V8 in there that was strong, but it didn't have to show it at all times. I remember it was the first car I knew that had the automatic locks and the windows rolled down real smooth, right? Had the upholstery was just right. It's always just smooth. You never heard it crank up. It was just on and going, right? And it just floated and floated and floated. And that's our chief. Getting it done. Doesn't even look like he sweat, but you know he got a V8 under the engine and he's ready to punch the gas when he got to punch the gas. That's you, Chief. That's you.
And my personal build is a 1994 Jeep Cherokee Sport with leak oil and transmission. But that's okay. Gotta get me back and forth to Progress on time. I'm very shocked and surprised. Kind of got me teared up, but I don't want to be on Facebook crying, so I'll keep it as it is. But thank you all very much for that surprising. Thank you very much. But let me get my composure. At this time, newly appointed and promoted members, please stand and pick someone from your family or 2 men from your family and give them the honor and pleasure of pinning you because they have received this promotion and appointment with you.
Live action.
for those opportunities. But council member, sir,
but you delivered my baby, so of course I'm going to always remember your face. Thank you. Hi. Nice to meet you, Nate. Oh, look, she's the reason you're here. Oh, I
Council member Dickens, sir, let's give you,
like, of course I'm going to forget your face.
behalf of all of us.
I saw you. I won't let you. Autumn.
Checking that out.
Thank you, sir, for all of you.
There we go.
All the noise behind her.
Autumn. Hey,
And let's give a hand for our
right now, please start.
visitor ceremony. She got and inside every news reporter, inside of every news reporter, there's a firefighter trying to get out.
In another world. Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
My closing remarks. I just want to thank especially family, council members, and I want for MC to do an outstanding job. And I especially want to thank all of the men and women who, and I really mean this, who come to work every day. You all put yourself in harm's way. And I do not take it for granted to be your fire chief. I'm very honored by that. It's a privilege for me. And please get home safe and return safe. It's our duty within this organization and within the city to return your loved one home the way they left when they come to work. So thank you. One of the chaplains, y'all praying us out.
Okay, before Chaplain Johns gives us a nice prayer on the way out, the photo op area will still be open, so if you didn't get a chance to go do that, make sure you do, so you can be a part of all the photos. And I just have a couple final remarks. It's so beautiful to see you all here enjoying yourselves, especially just in the last few minutes, really enjoying this with your family, because what you guys and girls do, men and women do, is so serious, and you rarely get an opportunity to laugh and joke and smile. So I really hope that you cherish this evening, take a lot of pictures, put Chief Baker on Facebook crying, whatever you need to do. It's an honor for me to be a part of all of these events. Thank you so much for joining us this evening as Chaplain Johns gives us a nice prayer on the way out.
Yes, for a moment, please. Father, we thank you for this time of celebration. We thank you, Father God, for this time that we get to fellowship one with the other, Lord. We ask your blessings now, Lord, as we leave this place, Father, but never your presence. Bless everyone under the sound of my voice as they go over the highways, Lord. Take them home safely, Lord. And we pray that you get the honor from each and every life here. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Amen.
Mom, I love you so much. I'm so proud of you. Congratulations. You're going to do good as you always do. And you know I'm going to be there with you.
This is a shout out to the Atlanta Fire Department. I thank God for each and every fireman. All of them are so great. And I thank God for my hero, my son, Lieutenant Bobby Stewart.
Congratulations to all the firemen. God love you and so do I. This is the day that the Lord has made. We all can rejoice and be glad in it. Thank you so much.
Congratulations, nephew. We're so proud of you.
I appreciate it. Grandmother, 88 years old. When I first came home, she was thinking I was a firefighter when I was recruited. And I appreciate it.
He's the one that brought the man down from the Marriott years ago. This was my son, and we prayed, and God helped him to bring the man down.
All right. I'll take care. All right.
All right. All the firefighters here are truly amazing. They're very brave. They're my heroes.